In any spot, every be soaking from a time when was stronger. Today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shocked them like real product. Creek with baddies and sequence dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision where I've come. How much?
We're the Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hi everyone, Brandon Gordon, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him.
His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's Marte Mapu, and the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. After the interception, here's Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And that'll bring up second down. If you look at this Bronco defense, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. Pretty nice effort.
Let's see about converting this 3rd and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd.
Here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
They'll go. H.M. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Again, it's H.M. inside the 35. He goes to the 32-yard line. You see the numbers on the ground a week ago for Achane. 14 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
And how about that momentum run right there? Personally, what I do is I get right back to the line of scrimmage. I come right back at him before they get settled. He's locked in a little bit now. I guarantee he wants the ball again.
They'll get free as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Dolphins at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it. But the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one. That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for first and goal.
Achane will score. Touchdown, Miami. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And now they win it across the 25 to the 27. And Denver getting set to take the field. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So now first and 10 as they crossed into Miami territory at the 43.
First down, Denver.
Now Burrow. And it's going to be caught by Sutton. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Courtland Sutton, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just two plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Miami set to take over. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Here's Wilson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down to the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, had some blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
The Bucs will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Dangerous return man showing it here. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in the numbers as he'll look to keep it going here. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. Oh, right on the heels of the pick six, another ball intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. And the first and 10 at the 11.
Here we go. Right in.
Play action. It's Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10.
Second and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. It's a screen pass. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff. And it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Brandon Jones picking it off. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 in second down.
It's a pickup of 3.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost like in his mind, he knitted together the 2 weeks with no break. He's off to a nice start here.
7 yards there and a first down.
10 at the 18-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
11 empty. 11 empty.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
12. 10.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal.
On 1, ready? Ready, set. Hot.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
It's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. Burrow. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Here we go. 70 Lions.
Now it's Wilson. That's complete to DK. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Wilson. Now he's going to step up and run. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here's Wilson to throw. And this one's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now in the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range. Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover. But I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Here's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now it's Burrow. That is caught. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
11.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Burrow. Quick hitch, complete. It's Franklin. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
What is that?
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
A 20-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
19, Pioneer. Ready? 60 Bison. Ready?
Now Wilson. They got his man, complete. They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Chimere Dike, 72 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Dolphins 14.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. Well, now how about this return? And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The 34-yard line.
Gun. Cut. Can.
Burrow looking to pass. He completes this to Sutton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there. Fred and Yaya Diaby will stop.
No gain on the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
17-yard line.
Burrow will throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Courtland Sutton with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos are able to widen their advantage. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
14.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Open man downfield is Hill. And all the way in for the Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 50 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Dolphins 21.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Now it's Burrow. Got a man open, it's Sutton. We gain 5, and now it's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Stop. 42. Stop. Stop.
Back to throw here. And that ball going to be intercepted yet again. It's Monte Mapu. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Achane is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Denver's offense ready to go again. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
This 2nd and 4.
Second and 4. At the 28-yard line.
Start. Start.
They're going to look to throw. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Gun.
First down.
Start.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ready. Raise up.
He'll drop to throw. He'll air this one out for Mims. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
11 empty.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
And 7.
Here we go. 180. Raise up. Start.
Now Burrow. He'll try and do this himself. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Wilson. Now he's going to step up and run. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So, halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. All eyes on Zach Wilson leading his team back out for this next drive. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
35. Broncos 31.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just letting our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And the Broncos first down.
12.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Just a yard of a pickup there. They'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 36. And after that play, we've got an injury, and it appears to be to Courtland Sutton. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Burrow going to keep it himself. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
For the Broncos field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So give him 3 on that drive. And, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football but the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have 2 touchdown catches.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 2. Now Wilson. Now he'll tuck this and run. He's got his target Harris. And he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Now it's Wilson. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Again, Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw is Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Patterson's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And coming out now, the Broncos. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
Here we go.
They'll take it. Just I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's got his man on the out route. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man is Bryant. He's got it. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Broncos. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Franklin. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
And the Broncos first down. A gain of 16 yards.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 72 yards rushing for him in the ballgame now on 14 carries.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here's Burrow. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
180.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Wide open receiver, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
That's another Broncos first down. First and goal, Denver.
11 MT.
They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
They'll drop the throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Lutz with the extra point. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Dolphins 38.
Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Wilson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. 25 yards that time.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Wilson to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Wilson will throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Chimere Dike with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. And a football going back over to the Denver Broncos. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
That's a really nice Nice tough run inside, and he gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Burrow. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34.
A gain of 21 yards.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
11.
Hands it off out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Stop. Right 80. Right hot.
Burrow will throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
17 yards.
75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. It's caught by Bryant. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and goal.
11 empty.
They'll try to run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
12. 11 empty.
They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A 2-yard pickup brings up
11.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
11.
Now Burrow. This is caught.
Burrow's pass. Brought down.
Well, they certainly didn't get what they wanted on that play. That means it's a big-time decision on what you call on 4th down.
Absolutely, because a field goal here doesn't do him much good. Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal.
Here we go. 11 Thomas. Stop.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
To number 24.
A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Broncos have taken a 4th quarter lead.
His kick is
Looks good on the extra point. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Dolphins 45.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Dolphins now down by a field goal, just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. Here's Wilson. That's complete to DK. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Throwing now is Wilson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Here's Wilson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Broncos offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
And the Broncos 1st down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
A 47-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So now it's the Dolphins' turn, trailing by 6, 45 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Wilson to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
No timeout. You got to be quick here.
27 yards.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
47-yard line.
Now Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away. it falls incomplete.
Well, you were at the point where you had to take the shot no matter the down. Now it's fourth down coming up, but that may turn out to be irrelevant with how little time is remaining.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me?